Hi, my name is Randy Moore. I'm the head football coach here at Hiram College. I'd like to welcome you to the 10th edition of the Dog Pound Weekly. Today, as our guest, we have our defensive coordinator and recruiting coordinator, David Price. David, tell us a little bit about yourself.
From Charlottesville, Virginia. This is my 5th season here at Hiram College. Started off as a defensive line coach here. Elevated myself to the defensive coordinator last year. And again, I've been alongside Coach Moore for 5 years here.
Where'd you go to college?
Went to the University of Akron. That was 2008 was my graduation year.
Looking for a dog?
Eventually, I will get a dog. I've said it every Christmas. I think this Christmas will be the one where I will purchase a dog.
Great, great. And I also want to talk to you. You've been here for all 5 years.
Correct.
I'd like to get your opinion of, do you feel differently about this team this year and the direction we're going? What's the difference this year?
Since we've been here, we've talked about just developing young men and growing young men into better young men, and that's on and off the field. We've waited quite patiently for the benefits of that to come about, and this is the first year that I can honestly say that I've seen the growth within these kids on and off the field. Young men are starting to turn into men, and that's in the classroom as far as academics go, and that also goes on the field as far as taking the seriousness of learning your playbooks and learning the expectations of the coaches and applying them on a daily basis. So
good. Well, tell me a little bit about our defense this year. What do you see that's different this year compared to previous years?
To be honest with you, if I had to describe our defense in a short sentences, we flat out get after it. We're a team that relies heavily on turnovers. For a few weeks we were ranked number 1 in the country in turnovers gained. I think we may have slipped up to number 4 after the bye week or so. But these are guys that like to have fun getting after the passer, like to make big plays, big hits, and take advantage of any situation that they have their backs against the wall. They're not a team that sits back and allows people to pick us apart. We're guys who go out and get after the football on a consistent basis. So,
and I've seen the turnovers and things, and if you take a look at the last couple of weeks, something is, even when we lost this last weekend to Wabash College here at home, and we against the number 10 ranked team in the country at the time. Now they're number 9, but I saw some really good things as we went through the course of the game, from that game and from the Ohio Wesleyan game. You want to talk about some of those good things that you've seen in the last few weeks?
Again, the Ohio Wesleyan game, that was a team that in years past we struggled a little bit to compete with, to be honest with you, through recruiting and through guys that have stuck with the program with the off-season lifts that are put on by Coach Rosler, a very good strength and conditioning coach, and also guys that again have stuck to the game plan, stuck to our philosophies and our goals as a coaching staff and as a program, and have really applied it on the field. Again, in past years, this is a team that has lost some pretty close games and also lost some games that we didn't really stand up to the competition throughout the game. This year, again, we're seeing that competition level rise to peaks that I've never seen before since I've been here, to be completely honest. Again, this is also a team that we don't back down versus anybody, and that's something we've used as a slogan in years past, but this year we are really applying that on the field. It doesn't matter the opponent. We don't care if you're ranked 1st or last in the country. We're going to face you and stand up to you either way. And that's something that I haven't seen here in years past.
And getting off the field has been something that has been a lot better for us in the last couple of weeks. Even against Wabash this last weekend, they were 2 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. And the week before, I think Ohio Wesleyan was 3 for 14. Right. And so we've made some improvements in that area. And it's been something that's gotten our offense back on the field, and we have a very explosive offense. So between the turnovers and the 3rd down conversions in the last probably 3 weeks, we're making significant strides. Against Wabash this last weekend, we played hard. We made crucial mistakes. They're a better football team right now, but we didn't back down. And we went in, and if we had not made some of the mistakes, both offensively, defensively, and on special teams that we made, we're much more competitive in that ballgame. But again, if you take a look at the year before, it was a team that beat us 66-0. There's no such thing as a moral victory, but it was 41-10 this year. We never stopped them. We never made them punt. We never got off of the field on 3rd downs. This year they punted 4 or 5 times. They also were 2 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. The one thing that we needed to get off the field in 4th down better, they were 3 for 3. But as you take a look at the game, we learned a lot about ourselves. Now, unfortunately, going into this weekend, we're banged up. But hopefully by Saturday, we'll get some of these guys back, and we go to Greencastle, Indiana, and play a very good DePauw team. They're 6-2. Coach Lynch has really come in and done a great job of turning this program around. His defensive coordinator, Jay Hood, has done a great job as they're very strong defensively and offensively. But again, when we go down to Greencastle, we will be very competitive, we'll be excited to play, and we have what we feel is an opportunity to win the game on Saturday. And we're very excited about that. And so, you know, our tailgating, again, the Gridiron Club did a great job here at home this last weekend, feeding the team after the game and tailgating and things like that, even though the weather was cold. And we'll start tailgating down at DePauw at 11 o'clock on Saturday. Our fans will be down there. After the ball game, we have a group of alumni that are going to be feeding our team after the game in a big tent. They're going to have a tent set up for us. If you decide to travel to Greencastle, Indiana this weekend, you're going to see a very exciting game. You're enjoying the Gridiron Club and the tailgating and have some fun and bring home another W.